Welcome to another episode of Hollyann's Crackhead Life featuring I, Hollyann. So today we are going to talk about something that I originally was not going to make a video about, but then I felt inclined to because it's something that still impacts my everyday existence because I have really bad scoliosis. And somebody stole my back pillow and fucked it. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. There's a pillow fucker on the loose. So for the sake of keeping things anonymous in the hope that I pray to Jesus that one day this man will return my pillow to me, let's just call this young dapper Bob. So Bob is some weirdo that I matched with on Tinder even though he lives in LA. And somehow I did end up meeting them after months of talking to him. Even though, again, he lives in LA and I live in Las Vegas. I'm sorry if this is offensive to anybody, but this is my thoughts and feelings. Upon meeting him, I had actually assumed he was gay because of his mannerisms and also the fact that I paid for my own stuff, and 100% of the time when a guy is trying to get with me, he pays for my food, so yeah, I just had assumed he had zero interest in me and just was looking for friends because some people do use Tinder for friends. Anyway, I was extremely incorrect. Skip this to literally many weeks later. I had gone to go get a tattoo on my leg. It's this one, you can see it. And the artist told me to bring a pillow for me to hold and use while I'm getting said tattoo to make things more comfortable for me, especially since I have a very, very, very bad back. So as I'm getting inked up, Bob is texting me with pleady eye emojis, begging me to hang out with him because he's leaving town tomorrow because he would visit Vegas to go see his grandma. And I told him that I'm getting a tattoo and I really don't want to drive anywhere besides straight home right after I get it. So yeah, and he asked me where I am getting the tattoo, and I just had assumed he was like, I don't know, trying to make conversation or something. Maybe he was just curious where to get a good tattoo at, I don't know. So I told him where I was getting it, and then like 30 minutes later I start receiving text messages from him, and they're photos of me getting my tattoo, which is pretty weird if you ask me, especially when I never said,
hey, come and get me after the tattoo.
Because again, I literally said that I want to drive home after I'm finished, so I'm not driving completely out of it. I asked him why he drove over because it's not like I can have him inside the shop because you're not allowed to have anybody with you because of social distancing, and I wasn't sure how long this tattoo was going to take because it is my largest tattoo to date and I had never worked with this artist before on a tattoo, so I don't know what his all over speed is. So yeah, Bob ended up waiting forever and a half for me to finish this tattoo. And then once I'm finally finished, I go back to the almighty outdoors and I just want to go into my car and drive home like I'd originally planned because I'm really tired and I want to drive home while I'm still coherent enough to drive. Being stabbed in the leg for hours on end is physically and emotionally exhausting. If you have no tattoos, you can't relate, but if you have tattoos, you know what I'm talking about. You just want to go home, dude. But no, Bob needed me to come to his car this instant. He literally cock-blocked me from going into my car, and I didn't know what to do because men get really weird and violent when a woman rejects them. I didn't want him either like attacking me or following me back to my place and slashing my tires because men are pretty intense and it's kind of really scary, dude. So I regrettably got into his car without even putting my precious pillow into my car, and we went and got food, and he actually paid for my food for once, surprisingly, but then he was expecting me to put out as repayment.
Ew.
I kept on telling him no because I didn't want to have sex with him, and he kept on repeatedly going on and on about like our relationship and how we need to like do things like relationship, just like I don't even remember exactly. It was just so like, bro, I never established a romantic relationship with you. You're not my boyfriend. When did we establish this? When is our anniversary? Because I never agreed to any. So naturally, I make him take me back to my car, and after the whole, you know, being stabbed for hours, being interrogated by some dude trying to make out with you that has meatloaf breath. I was so disoriented and in a hurry to go home. I unfortunately left my precious pillow in his back seat. Oh geez. The next day I'm begging and pleading for him to give me back that pillow because I literally needed, I have scoliosis, I have a lot of back pain, and I need that pillow in order to sleep properly. Even though I was in agonizing pain, I offered to drive over and pick up the pillow. He told me no because he was just in such a hurry to get back to LA in time for work, even though he knew literally the moment that I left that I forgot the pillow. Yeah. The whole time while he's driving home, I am freaking out. It felt like I was trying to negotiate with a terrorist that kidnapped my child. He's trying to force nudes out of me, and I'm like, no, I'm not giving you nudes. At that time, I didn't have an OnlyFans, otherwise I would have just told him to subscribe to my OnlyFans. But then eventually, I received this. He fucked my pillow. And then he proceeds to go off on me because I never took our relationship seriously. Even though, once again, we had never established such a thing together. And then he blocks me. But the fridge, I just want my stinking pillow back, dude. You literally stole a medical device from me that I just want back. And you're trying to force a relationship on me. That's freaking weird, dude. I don't even want to go on a roasting shenanigans about this guy about like why I'm not attracted to him. Many weeks go by, and surprisingly, somehow I got an apology from him. He just was like,
I'm sorry about the way I acted, blah blah blah.
And me wanting my pillow back and nothing more. We try to set up a time to meet up with the pillow. He's trying to like finesse me into going on a date. I'm like low-key playing along just because, again, men get crazy and violent and weird when you don't want them. So I'm like,
haha, yeah.
But then he gets all really mad at me and butthurt because I don't want to get drunk with him before I have to go to work, because at that time I was working third shift, and yeah, I don't really want to drive to work drunk or work drunk. That sounds really terrifying. But he still feels so bad, so bad, and he just really wants to work on a relationship. And he's like,
oh, well, since I can't give you back your pillow right now due to our lack of time, can I at least support you in helping you pay your medical bills by subscribing to your OnlyFans?
And of course I'm like, hell yeah, subscribe. I need the money. I don't mind people subscribing. That's why I have a page. For real, subscribe, please. But as soon as he subscribes, he stops talking to me. I don't know what I did. I don't know what he was expecting on there, but obviously it wasn't what he was expecting, because not only did he stop talking to me, he turned off the auto rebuild and unsubbed, but then when I was offering my tentacle video, he resubbed, but still continued ignoring me. I'm still on this crazy mission to get back my pillow because boy, oh boy, scoliosis doesn't just go away because you take away a sis's back pillow. In all honesty, I just think he's just super butthurt because I wouldn't put out in real life. But then here I am posting pictures of my butthole for anybody that's willing to pay to see. Sorry man, somebody's gotta pay my medical bills, and it wasn't you, so... yeah, that's the story of the dude that fucked my pillow. Interesting life I live, isn't it? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for Mizzle, and I'll see you next time. Bye.